Ladies and gentlemen, I think we just found the sleeper hit of the season, Endro. I don't know how many people haven't heard about this, although, to be fair, the only reason that I heard about this is from my mother's basement video, so take with that what you will. Basically, Endro is Konosuba, but it's an all-girl cast, and they're chibi and adorable. If that doesn't make you want to watch it, then I can explain a bit further. Although I say it's like Konosuba, but that's not entirely accurate, because in Konosuba, you had Megumin with her explosion addiction, Aqua with her ego, Darkness with, well, you know Darkness, and Kazuma, the only dude of the group, who more or less tried to be a straight man to the group, but with Endro, every single one of their characters is more or less an idiot. First of all, you got Yusha, which, funny enough, I'm pretty sure about this, that Yusha is pronounced the same with the character's name and Hero, because I think Hero translates to Yusha as well. Like how in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, Yugo's name is Hugo, which is the same as polymerization, which made a lot of jokes in the series that didn't carry over in the dub. But Yusha is basically just the hero, and she more or less has a one-track mind. Then you have Faye and May. I can't remember which one is which. I think Faye is the one that punches things and is always hungry. And May is the one that's obsessed with Cartado, which is a game that's only available in there, I guess. I'm not sure why. And then I think... oh, what's her name? Reina? What's the last girl's name? Yeah, Yusha's a bit absent-minded. Sayla. Yeah. Sayla tries to be the straight man to the group, I guess. Yeah, Faye loves to eat, and May is an otaku magician. So, needless to say, I think a lot of people are going to relate more to May. But in short, I think that if I would ever try to explain Endro to people, it would be Konosuba, except the whole cast is idiots. And honestly, not even gonna lie, the opening is a little bit catchy. The more I listen to it, the more catchier it is to me. Who knows, maybe by the time the full version comes out, I'll have it downloaded to listen to constantly. And here's the other one that people wanted me to talk about. Grimm's Notes, the animation. I know that when I was looking through, actually I did record a video about me going through the winter 2019 anime season before it even started, but I just scrapped that video because it was so long anyway. And this one was interesting to me because the fact that the premise is unique enough that it would make me remember it made me want to watch it. But like I mentioned on stream, I watched through the first part of the episode and thought, okay, so isn't it just like Death Note but in game form? I was more or less corrected in that stream. So I decided to watch it again, and I watched through, I think, the third episode? I think I just finished the third. No, I think I just watched the second. The first two, yeah, that's right. And I gotta say, it's not too terrible. I don't know how to feel about it. I would go out to say that it's not terrible, but it's not spectacular. Like... how am I going to explain this? The Promised Neverland's twist at the end was spectacular. Mob Psycho's animation is spectacular. Grimm's Notes is about little above average. Nothing great, nothing horrible. The basic plot of it is, in this world that's a fantasy game, there are storytellers. And whenever somebody is born, they get a book that basically decides their life. But with this, there are also Chaos Tellers, which change the rules and change your path. And there's the cast of 4 that try to save the day. I think their names are X, Shane, can you show me the names here so I don't look like an idiot? No, okay, that's fine. I can't remember the girl's name, but the guy has Goliath power. I don't know why. But after watching the first episode, I thought, okay, so it's Fairy Tales but animated. Because the first episode revolves around Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. But It really doesn't. Because in the second episode, they decide to throw Don Quixote there. Which, the only reason I know about it is because I took a couple of literature classes, so I know at least the name, but I never read the book. So just from how it seems, it looks like each episode is going to be involving one of these universes? But I don't know. At the end of the day, I would say that it's fine, but I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it if there's other stuff that is on. Which actually, bit of a diversion with what I was doing, but I do recognize Brains Base. So I think I might have watched something else from Brains Base. I just want to check. Bear with me here. I just want to prove myself. Oh wait, is that the Bunny Girl anime? Is it? No, it isn't. April 5th, 2013. No, it isn't. Would certainly be nice if I see pictures. Alright, so I'm not seeing anything that I have watched that... Oh, 1 Week Friends! 1 Week Friends, right over here. Ishukan Friends. I didn't realize that was Brains Base. I really like that show. Was that the only one? It might have been the only one that I've watched. That might be why I know it. Alright, so there really isn't much else that I've watched so far. I did want to watch Egao no Daika. I know that V-Fist also talked to me about that. So, I don't know. I might have watched it by this time. But I'm not sure if I would like it because I'm seeing here it says military. So I'm not sure if I would like it. But, I don't know. I'll throw that out there. If anybody has watched it, let me know what you think about it. I haven't watched any of these. Can my laptop go any slower? I'm trying to go down. Okay, I did watch the first episode of Circlet Princess. Wasn't a fan of it. Not even going to have the red ring around it to try and get everything situated because that's really all I can say about it. I did like it, but wasn't that big of a fan of it. Although I do recognize Silverlink from something, but I'm not going to click on it because it'll take a long time. Alright, so that's all from the original stuff, so let me see what's from continuing. Okay, yeah, Black Clover is still going on. I dropped it after... I can't remember what it was. I think it was after the 4th opening. That's when I dropped it. Just because it's like, if it's going to keep on going on, I don't want to try and keep up with it. Plus, I feel like the way that it ended with opening 4, I think it was like episode 52 or something. Something like that. I think the way they ended it there was a good way to drop it. And it was about midway for me. So it wasn't anything too spectacular, nothing too great. I did like the openings. I still do like the openings, but I'm not continuing watching it. Now, Slime. Hold up. Let me get the circle. Slime. Nope. Over here. Slime. That time, I got reincarnated as a slime. I really like this show. It's one of those shows, and it really helps that I work typical Mondays. It's one of those shows that makes me feel so much better after watching it. Because Rimuru is one of those characters that's just so wholesome, and it's not like Rimuru has any real bad intent. Rimuru is just a great character. And I have to be careful not to say, oh crap, I already did. Never mind. I was about to say I want to try and make sure I say he for Rimuru because I think... No, wait. I think that Rimuru's genderless, I want to say. Even though Rimuru looks like a female, is voiced by a female in both versions, Rimuru is a dude, apparently. Or genderless. I don't know. I guess you could really just say that Rimuru is a guy because when he was in the real world, he was a guy. But I don't know. Don't fight about it in the comment section. But I really do like Slime. I know that a lot of people went into more or less uproar is a good word to explain it when Demon Lord Milim came in. And I can kind of see why. Because she's basically a lot of anime fans. Just wants to sleep and eat. But outside of that, all I can really say is I like Slime for the same reasons that I did before that I still do now. It's just a wholesome isekai. The main character isn't out for any ill intent or just trying to destroy anything. And I especially like how everybody looks at Rimuru in slime form, and people are just thinking, oh, you're not a threat at all. And since the more recent episodes of Slime had a new opening, I can discuss that. I really like the new opening, opening 2. I made a fan-made opening with it. I'm not sure if it'll be out before or after this. It'll probably be after. But I still think I prefer the first one just a little bit more. The second opening is still good, but I just prefer the first one a little bit more. But since they only have about 6, 7, 8 episodes left, I'm not sure how they're going to handle it. But if they get a second season, I'm on board for it. Alright, so let's see. Anything else? Okay, yeah, I'm not watching Fairy Tail, not JoJo. Although I will say, if you guys haven't heard of Fairy Tail's new opening, Down by Law, I really like that. Give that a quick shout out. I know a lot of people were talking about Kakuruki Circus. Haven't watched that yet. Yeah, I guess it's fair to say that anything I'm skipping past I haven't watched, so that makes sense. Oh, here's Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. Okay, I can talk about that. I did kind of mention Vrains in another video that I did, but I'll more or less go over what has happened recently. Vrains it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, so there's not really much that can happen. I do like how they're giving backstories to a lot of the characters, although I do wish that Yusaku would just lose a duel already. The only duels he hasn't won have been draws. I want him to lose a duel because everybody in the community is starting to say, oh, okay, I guess anybody that has an Ignis is automatically going to win a duel. And on that note, I'm not the biggest fan of Soulburner's introduction. I feel like they could make it so much more interesting if it would come to find out that Soulburner is the true villain at the end of this, much like how they did with Bruno in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, which a lot of people are drawing comparisons to 5Ds and Vrains, which would make sense because Yusei, I don't think he lost any duels. I think the only one he did lose was one flashback with Jack and when Callan was a Dark Signer. But I think the best way I can explain Vrains is it's fine. The show is very interesting, but I just wish the duel results would be a little bit more gripping because a lot of the time it's pretty obvious who's going to win the duel. And with that, we're down to the ONAs, and I don't think a lot of these have even come out yet, so I don't think I can really discuss much with a lot of these since I haven't watched them myself. Plus, a lot of these shows I haven't even watched anyway, so that doesn't really help. Oh no, wait, hold on, I was wrong. ONA wasn't what I was thinking of. I was thinking of OVAs. Okay, yeah, Wotakoi has got an OVA, Slime's got an OVA coming up. Both of them haven't been out yet, so I can't really give my thoughts on them. High Score Girls hasn't been out yet, can't really talk about that. I think there might be one more on here. No, there isn't. And movies. I haven't watched any movies recently. The last one was Dragon Ball Super Broly, so not really much else to talk about there. So with that, that is going to be the end of this video. I think I might still have the red circle on. Whoops, hold on, let me get rid of that. There we go. Alright, so the red circle is gone. Everything is right with the world. I'm probably going to cut this into 2 parts. Not sure where I'm going to cut it, but you'll know before I do. Or I guess I'll know before you do. Whatever. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit that like button down below. And if you have any suggestions for Let's Talk Anime, leave them down in the comment section. If there's any anime that I haven't discussed from this season that you guys are watching, you can leave any of those down in the comment section. Because, I don't know, maybe the next time I go make this video, it'll be 2 hours long. I guess there's always hope for that. Not really for my voice, but there's hope for something. But I will see you in the next episode. And until then, Momentai. 週末旅行